What's good? It's your boy Dash Cash here. Another episode of Let's Talk Sports. Shit. Let's go ahead and get into it. I was supposed to drop one the other day, so we could recap NFL Week 11. I ain't been feeling the greatest. Also, shit, been pumping out too many episodes, so we kind of, cutting that shit back a little bit. But let's start it off with that NFL Week 11 recap. So, let's see, shit. Last week, what we had the Chiefs. They had beat the Chargers. That was on Sunday. They won 30-27. Of course, we know that. Bengals against the Steelers. Bengals that came out on top. Let's see. Pats had won last week against the Jets. Had the 49ers beating the Cardinals. They busted their ass. Cowboys smoked on the Vikings the other day. Cowboys that smoked on the Vikings. Raiders, they popped the Broncos. Bills, they beat the Browns. Of course, the Browns trash. They always gonna lose. Who else? Ravens that beat the Panthers the other day. Let's see. Lions that beat the Giants last week. Falcons beat the Bears last week. Eagles beat the Colts last week. Commanders beat the Texans. Saints beat the Rams. And then, of course, the Titans that beat the Packers. And shit. And, I think my picks pretty much came out well. They pretty much played out well. I've been pretty good at picking the teams these past weeks and shit. So if y'all want to bet on the games, definitely ride with my shit. Because I've been getting the majority of them joints right. So let's see, week 12. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. Happy late Thanksgiving to y'all. Shit. We had that Thursday night football. Yesterday, shit, the Vikings beat the Patriots. That was 33-26. Shit. It's pretty much right after the Vikings got smacked on shit, they came back and won. But the Patriots ain't been all that this year, though. Since they lost Tom Brady, they ain't been all that. They still searching for their quarterback. So the Vikings should have won that. That was a gimme. Let's see what else. The Giants had won against the Cowboys yesterday as well. The Cowboys had won 28-20. They both been playing solid this year, but I don't think the Giants beat the Cowboys in a long time. So, shit. Of course, the Cowboys is gonna win that probably. And then the Bills barely beat the Lions yesterday. Shit, since the Lions beat the Packers a few weeks ago, bro, the Lions been doing their thing. And shit, I ain't gonna hold you. It's too late for them already this season. They had lost too many games. But shit, next year, get them some hope, I guess. But, the Bills, shit, it's like, bro, they barely winning games. They supposed to be smoking on teams like the Lions. I'm not even gonna hold you. But we gonna see where they end up, going and shit for the rest of this season. I'm not gonna do any picks for Sunday today. I'm gonna say that for an episode that's dropping at early Sunday. Y'all see that pop up like the past few weeks and shit still. I had that Sunday one that pop up. But let's get into some other sports then and shit. Or some other sports news, per se. Let's see. With that, when the Packers had lost last week too, shit, like I said, they could probably officially pack it in. I'm pretty sure it ain't making the playoffs this year. It's pretty much over. But at least with that shit, they better fucking get a high-ass wide receiver if they can draft one. I know Rodgers was booed off the field the other day and shit. I think he said he got a broken thumb or something like that, but that shouldn't be no excuse. I hate when they say that because that is an excuse, man. Like, if you didn't want it to be an excuse, you shouldn't have brought it up, my G. And shit. But some people saying that he's officially on the decline, everything is over with him. I don't know. I say like shit. I always got to give it 2 seasons back to back, cause shit. They thought Tom Brady was on the decline that last year with the Patriots, and he came back the next year with the Bucks and won the title. Peyton Manning was at a point where niggas thought he was completely washed because he had that neck injury, went to the Broncos, and he ended up having the season where he threw for the most yards and the most touchdowns in NFL history. So I had to give him, 2 seasons back to back of consistent trash play to fucking, really grade him on if he's on the decline or not. Also, shit, I don't know. A-Rod, shit. I think Rodgers should have just went to a different team for real instead of signing back with the Packers. He should have went somewhere with weapons. Because if he on the decline, you need weapons. Like, he had Devontae Adams, but that was only one elite receiver. Like, bro, you probably need at least 2, 3 right now in your later career. But what else, though? Odell Beckham. That's it, shit. Been trying to see where he finna go. He been talking to players from the Cowboys and shit recently, so I mean, it's looking more likely that he finna join them. I think Jerry Jones met with him and shit. They had an official sit down meeting. I don't know if a contract was offered, but shit, they said it looks like it's promising that he will be joining them. So we'll see. What else? Speaking of Jerry Jones and shit, it was a picture that resurfaced from shit probably back in the 1600s when that nigga was first born. That old ass motherfucker. But a picture resurfaced from I think they said it was the 60s or something like that. But it was like down south when they was finna integrate schools and shit. And it was black students were integrated in his school, and it's a picture of him in the crowd that was protesting against it. Now you can't necessarily tell if he's with it or against it because he ain't got no sign or nothing. It's not like he's shouting, he just kind of standing in the middle of the crowd. I would say shit, I ain't surprised though if he is racist. Shit, one, he looked like the fucking, if y'all ever watched Longest Yard and shit that Adam Sandler wrote, he remind me of the racist warden and shit, like some shit like that. Yeah, I'm not owner of these players are my motherfucking slaves, they do what the fuck I tell them to do and shit. Where he didn't want them to fucking kneel for the anthem, he told them, you ain't doing that shit, man. Nigga, that shit was it seemed like he cool with black people as long as they making him money for real. So I mean, shit, it has been people that already came out from the organization down there in Dallas saying that shit. If you know who Jerry Jones is, you wouldn't be surprised to see him in that photo and shit. And then I mean, you got other black players that say shit, they cool with him, which is all understandable and shit. Like I said, if you out there making money for him, because I obviously like Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, they fuck with him and shit. Now, shit, if you making him hella money, shit, because both of them that had endorsement deals, shit, also they the keys to him winning the shit. Not Zeke as much, but Dak Prescott is. Then of course he gonna fuck with him and shit. So I mean, you never know. Jerry Jones did just say that he was a spectator. He wasn't a part of the mob, no nothing like that. But who knows? I mean, shit, we gonna see what comes from it. I doubt anything will come from it, unless it's more shit that end up coming out that he was a part of that nut ass shit. What else though? That boy Justin Fields from the Bears, the QB, he got injured. I think he pulled his shoulder out of socket or something like that, if I'm mistaken. I don't think he should miss too much time though, but it's in his throwing arm, so we'll see how much time he done missing for that. Anything else football wise? Nothing else that I care about today and shit. So let's get into some NBA news. Let's talk Lakers, cause shit, when we talk NBA, the main thing we finna talk about is anything that's Laker related. And then we got all the other little shit sprinkled in. So first, the Lakers, they've been playing better without that nigga LeBron lately. And shit, they were on a 3-game winning streak, 4-game winning streak. And as I was talking about a few weeks ago, when I first was discussing trading Anthony Davis. But then shit, he had started stepping up his play. He stopped taking them dumbass 3-pointers that he was just jacking up for no reason and shit. And he started focusing more back on his inside game and dominating and shit. Now they've been getting some dubs and shit like that. I think it's like the reason why they winning for real is cause shit, Anthony Davis can really eat and shit. I think with Bron in there, LeBron trying to jack up these shots because he's trying to hurry up and get that scoring title and shit. And that's what's fucking them up. Like, I think when LeBron come back, he should probably be more on the assist to Anthony Davis and then eat underneath that. Like, LeBron time to go off for real, or it should be probably the fourth quarter, maybe. I don't know, but he ain't the greatest in the fourth though. And shit. Who knows though? I think if they can continue to play the way they've been playing though, then shit, the Lakers can make the play-in or shit, at least the back five of the Western Conference. But the Western Conference looking good. Like, shit, they got a lot of good teams this year, man. Shit, a lot of promising teams. I think it's only 2 games that separate the number 1 seed and the number 10 seed in the West. So, I mean, shit, we'll see how that shit play out for everybody over there. Shit, let's just look at the standings for real for the NBA. Let's see. Let's see right now, shit, in the Eastern Conference, we got the Celtics sitting number 1, 14-4. Bucks is 12-5. Cavs still at number 3. Got the Hawks at 4. Pacers at 5. So really the East kind of trash up until like once it hit the 6th seed, which is the Wizards, stay 10-8, which they don't ever do shit. I mean, Bradley Beal there, but bruh, like, it's like the team that's built around him, and also him because he don't play defense. But the team that's built around him is like, it's never nothing and shit. The Nets is, I mean, at least the Nets would be in the play-in. I guess they 9-10. They gonna have to step it up though. And I expect the Heat is 8-11. I expect them to step it up. Bulls too, 8-10. Expect them to step it up. The Hornets playing like shit this year. I'm surprised they done dropped off. They had like 2 promising years. Oh, you know what? I think LaMelo out. I think Melo out for pretty much damn near the rest of the year. He broke something. But the Western Conference, those Suns leading that shit 11-6, Nuggets 11-7, Pelicans 11-7, Jazz 12-8. And I remember the Jazz started off hot. They done like supremely like started to drop down and shit. But that's what I was saying, like, bro, it's the beginning of the season, like, motherfuckers be so hyped this shit. Like, I never understand like why the sports analysts, like, motherfuckers on First Take or Undisputed or First Things First, whatever, and shit, like, they be so hyped up on what these niggas doing at the very beginning of the season. Like, bro, by the time they hit the All-Star break, the record's gonna look way different. You really gonna see what's going on. That's when you really can start judging. Or even I'd say like around New Year's, that's when you really can start judging these teams. But not up until then. But let's see, you got the Kings at 5, Clippers at 6, Grizz at 7, Trailblazers at 8, Mavs at 9, Timbs at 10. And for real, all them down there got the same record though. I'd say like 5 or 4 through 10 down there got the same record. And shit. Warriors sit outside. They ain't been playing this hot, and they was saying like, shit, this might be their last year for their little squad to be together and shit. Or maybe next year might be the guaranteed last year. But that's because, like, shit, they just paid Jordan Poole. They just paid Wiggins. Curry already got paid. So, shit, he on the books for some years. And shit, Clay contract damn near finna run out. Because I remember Clay had got that contract. That was KD last year. And Draymond had got that little contract too. But they ain't re-signing them niggas. They said Draymond won't be worth it. Because, shit, he never was that dude that was like, you gotta have him type shit. And Klay Thompson, I think he gonna be hit or miss always, but he gonna want too much money. So it's like, it's not gonna be wise for Golden State to pay that man. It wouldn't be. But what else? Shit, the Lakers, they sit 5-11. They number 14 in the Western Conference. And I mean, shit, to be real, they might as well try to make the playoffs. They got to. It ain't no tank for the Lakers. Cause shit, we ain't got no fucking pick, bro. But what else though? Shit. Oh yeah, I seen Pat Beverly had got into it with DeAndre Ayton, kinda, when they was playing the Suns. And shit, what was it that dude, Austin Reeves? I guess like Ayton had kinda hit him in the face and shit on some rough shit, like during the play. And they already had some back and forth, I guess, early in the game. So after he knocked that Austin Reeves dude down, shit, he was just standing over him type shit. And you know, bro, I mean, anybody get knocked down on the court, like, bro, don't just be standing over me and shit. Like, bro, chill that shit out. Like, keep that shit going. Like, so he was just standing there. You see AD walking up, kind of, and then shit, next thing you know, Pat Bev come out of nowhere and just yam that nigga. And shit, DeAndre Ayton fucking flew. And shit, I'm like, damn, that's a big ass nigga compared to that little ass Pat Bev. But Pat Bev do look like he got some strength though. And shit, but after the game, Devin Booker was saying some, yeah, I just wish you would shove people in the chest instead of the back, you know, referencing how Bev had pushed CP a couple years ago in the back and shit. And I was like, true. I mean, I can't feel that shit. I'd rather he push him in the chest too, cause we'll see. But shit, I mean, nonetheless, if you bout it, then shit, he would've got up and been about it. And shit, you feel me? But Pat Bev did get suspended for like 3 games for that shit. So, I mean, it's not like he's, I mean, he good on the defense, but scoring wise, he ain't been doing shit for the Lakers. So, I don't know how much he will be missed. What else though? Shit, Simmons and the Nets, they had lost to the 76ers the other day. And shit, which Kyrie came back to as well, but you ain't really heard too much about him. Shit, he been keeping low key. I think he been playing alright and shit, but they lost to the 76ers when the 76ers didn't have Harden or Embiid or that nigga Maxey and shit. And they shouldn't be losing shit like that. Ben Simmons seemed like though he's starting to come back to his form shit. He had like what, a triple-double? It was like 11-11-11 type shit. He had what, 3 blocks, 3 steals, and I think barely any turnovers. Shit, he was putting in work, but he still ain't going hard in the 4th quarter, and that's what he got to do. As far as the latest on Kyrie, shit, I mean, I guess he completed them 6 things to make it back and shit. Who knows? Like I said, they ain't really discussed it for real. I know when he returned, they have protesters out there, like people. I fuck with it because it's like Black Israelite type protesters where, you know, shit, they saying he ain't in no wrong and shit, let him play type shit. I could dig it. Let's see, I was finna do a Survivor Series preview because Survivor Series is this Sunday. Wrestling fans, you know, shit, I fuck with wrestling lightweight. Still, I was heavy on it when I was young, but I'm still lightweight into it. But I'm gonna save Survivor Series preview for Sunday. So this is all I got today. Shit, I gotta bounce. I'm your boy Dash Cash. This is Let's Talk Sports, a More Life podcast. And still, we say what the fuck we want to say, and we do what the fuck we want to do. Always. Peace.